You were on the college select team that beat the Dream Team, right?
Oh yeah, we beat them. Coach K, how you doing?
Like it was real, though. That was a real game, right?
Yeah, I mean it was a practice, Dan. Like you know, I'm sure that you've been around your heroes and commentating or journalism and things when you first got in the game, and if you really first remember those things, just there was no social media. Dominique Wilkins, and I had him on the wall with Brooks and the Tonics, the different shoes. I had Magic. I knew everything about them that you could at the time. I watched all the bloopers tapes. Remember, that's all we could get was the bloopers tapes with the coach from Utah at the time. So access was not here.
Frank,
and so
Frank Layden.
Frank Layden, and I remember being in a huddle. And with literally with tears in our eyes because we're 18, 20 at this time. I just come from the championship. We were losing to Duke, and I'm playing with Bobby Hurley and Grant Hill and all my friends. And we're in the huddle like, this is a dream come true. None of us were thinking about going to the league. You know what I mean? If I go back to the purest of moments in sporting life, it had to be then, because it was, okay, I couldn't believe how quick Bobby Hurley was and that it transcended onto the court against Magic, where he's taking Magic and Stockton. Like, we didn't believe in ourselves like this. These were just our heroes. Barkley was my favorite player. So to go against Barkley and Patrick Ewing and a dunk on him, that was like the biggest thing in the call home. And so we really played the hardest that we could. We caught them sleeping. And Chuck Daly, being from Detroit, I had a great relationship with him. And I remember him patting us on the back like, good job. And as a good coach, you want to use different things to incentivize your team, and we beat them. And for them to say, last point, it's so infuriating to hear them say, well, Jordan sat on the bench. Jordan could have sat on the bench the whole scrimmage, and you're saying we still beat the all-star team? Well, we'll take that. And so I think any excuse for them is not giving the credit of how great they were, and any great team knows you can get caught slipping one day. We caught them slipping. And the next day, I do not remember us scoring one basket. That's how much they wanted to pay us back. So if they didn't beat us, then they wouldn't have been that mad that next day because they kicked our ass.
Who was it? Was it Rodney Rogers?
Rodney Rogers. I don't know why he kept talking. He was just always talking. His country guy is so strong. And I remember Larry Bird because he was my hero. And I just remember watching him, and we didn't realize he was that tall. His back was hurting. He kind of ran with a little bit of a gait. But his movements, because he was such a great passer, you couldn't come up on him because his first step was so quick. And Rodney Rogers, we're rotating, and he goes to the corner, and he pump fakes. And as he pump fakes, he's like, welcome to the parachute club. And we're like, you're talking during the shot? And I'm talking about it just fell through. It looked like the Nets didn't even move. One of those things where we would have got fined because we're kind of giving each other five. Like, did you see what Larry just did to us?
You guys are celebrating him torching Rodney Rogers.
Yeah, it's bad. But Larry Bird made a lot of people do that. Go look on YouTube against the Hawks game when he's calling shots with his left hand. That whole bench should have got fined because they're giving each other five.
They did get fined.
Oh, good, because that's bad precedent. I mean, I would have gone to the locker room and tried to fight my teammates like, it's nothing I could do, and you guys are cheering them on.
Wait, you never did that when you played against Jordan, or you're on the bench and Jordan did something, and you turned to your guys and said, "Oh my God, give me five."
No, I put my shirt over or something like that, act like it, let them know later.